Hello, my little lovebirds. Tonya Tko here. And today I have a very serious topic for discussion. And I decided to come out and make this video today because I get a lot of emails from people who watch my videos, and and they ask me, well, Tonya, you seem so strong, you seem so confident. How can I be strong and confident too? How can I have high self-esteem like you, etc.? And then the people go in to describing what it is that they don't like about themselves and what it is that they hate about themselves, etc. So the title of today's video is how to have high self-esteem even when you hate things about yourself. And I'm taking a big chance by making this video because I am coming out to show you guys some of the things that I am not as in love with myself as other things, you know, and I'll describe them for you because in the society that we live in today, you know, we have Instagram and Tumblr and Pinterest, and we have Facebook, and well, no need to mention MySpace. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And, you know, we have Google Plus, and we have, you know, BBM, and we have a lot, and we have Twitter, and we have a lot of different avenues of social media in which people post up pictures. But the pictures that they post up are all of them happy, out on the town, having a good time, you know, surrounded by friends. Everyone is laughing. They're pouring out drinks. You know, they have their children. The children are smiling, and everything is just wonderful. Well, I decided to make this video today because today I'm feeling particularly down. Someone wrote to me and they're like, Tonya, how is it that you're always so happy? And I'm like, trust and believe, I am not always happy, and I am not 100% bursting off the mountaintops in love with every single thing about myself. And as you can see, if you know, I'll let you guys just take a look at me. Right? I'll show you myself. This is me. Oh goodness, a little bit too much of me. Okay, hold on. Okay. You see I have this roll back hair. I got a roll coming around from the back to the front. My stomach looks dimply. It looks like there may be cellulite forming on my stomach. Who gets cellulite on their stomach? You know, if you take a look, you see my shirt is hanging down low. I'm one of those people, even when I first started growing breasts, I did not grow perky breasts. So I'm like, I'm a teenager with my breasts just growing straight down. It's genetic. It's genetic. So all of these pictures in the magazines, you know, the people with the perky bosom, I've never had that. I don't have any children. I was in my 20s and my breasts were growing straight down. I've just never had perky bosom. They just always grown just straight down. And those of you who've been watching my videos, you know, this may not seem like a big deal to you, and it may seem like I'm joking, but I'm really not. I'm very self-conscious about not having eyebrows. You know, I started after high school, college, I started shaving the corner of it a little bit just so they could grow in. And this is 16, 17 years worth of growth. I don't have eyebrows, and it really bothers me because, you know, if you see in my videos, I do not make videos without my eyebrows on. So I'm taking a big chance by coming out today and showing you guys this stuff. You know. Oh, okay, let me move past that. Let me move my hands. Okay, other one. All right. And you guys know that I am self-conscious about the dark circles around my eyes. So these are the things that I'm self-conscious about, you know, and I mean, number one, the breast, the eyebrows. 3, I've been overweight since I was 9 years old. Imagine what that was like for me growing up in grade school and high school and beyond. I had a little bit of respite when I was in high school because I joined the track team, and it took me a long time to understand the correlation between exercise and losing weight. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Well, you'd be surprised. Nowadays they talk about it, but back then there was no discussion about the correlation between what you put in your mouth and how it shows on your body. Also, being black. I grew up in the Bronx, and I went to a bilingual school. And so I was black growing up in the Bronx in a school with a hierarchy. There were no white people in my school, but there were Latinos who were Caucasian. So the hierarchy were the Puerto Ricans who looked white, the Puerto Ricans who were mezclado, who were in between, and then the Dominicans right underneath them, starting with the Dominicans who were lighter, then the Dominicans who were black. And right beneath the Dominicans who were black were the black people, the Negroes. And so everyone's trying to, jockey for their position. And it all started with, with the hierarchy of likeness and I guess country, because the Dominicans who looked like Puerto Ricans, they were called, even if they were lighter, they were called platanos. People were telling them that they stunk and all this other stuff. It was crazy. They were saying that they smelled like plantains and just dissing them, etc. And then the Dominicans who wanted to jockey for their position of power turned on the black people who were beneath them. I was called mohong. People were calling me a black piece of shit. They were calling me the N-word, talking about my hair because it's nappy. And then, amongst the black people, then we started creating the hierarchy too. And, I'm called a black piece of shit and all this other stuff, and I'm not even that dark. I'm in between. I'm caramelly. So then the black people created a hierarchy in between them where they started dissing the dark-skinned black people. Then it was the Americans against the Caribbean Americans. The people were calling me a Jamaican booty scratcher because my dad is from the West Indies. Then they were talking about my father. And it was just, it was so these are all of the things that I had to grow up with the insecurities that I had to grow up with and coming into myself. So, to start off, how is it that with all of this, the flat pancake breasts, don't talk about my puppies. Okay. This is inappropriate. Okay, with the how do I, with this and the no eyebrows and the insecurities that I had to grow up with, especially growing up in the ghetto, not being able to have the shoes and the sneakers and the clothes that the other kids would have, because my father is an orphan. He wasn't worried about getting me Jordans when I was young. Believe me, he was not. So I had to find a way. I had to find a way to be happy with what it was that I had. So, and you know what? It took me until after graduating from college to really start coming into my esteem as a person. Now, I had different bouts with low self-esteem, and it wasn't until I graduated and I started cleaning up my own mess. So I'll tell you guys some of this, right? Some of what occurred to me, because my mother passed away. And those of you who watched the video, my mother had a secret, what would you do, where she kept her having cancer from us, and she died my second year of college. I want you guys to think about who you are as a person, because I had to think about who I am. Listen, I want you to think about who you are. And I want you to just take a moment to realize that you're here because of some great sacrifice. Oh, I don't care if you're African American or Irish American, or even if you're not in America or wherever you are in the world, whether you're black, white, Asian, in between, it doesn't matter. Some people, many people went through lots of sacrifices for you. Oh, for you to be here. And I'm African American, and I know that somewhere there was a woman who endured some great travesties and some great atrocities because she had the hope. She had the hope that one day the fruit of her loins would grow, and that fruit would grow, and that one day there would be a time where there could be black people who could have the ability to own a computer, not even knowing what computers are, but to have the ability to be a voice to the people, to own a business like the business that I have here. Somebody had the hope Somebody had to dream, and somebody endured a lot. There's somebody out there sacrificed their life so that I could be here right now. I think about who I am, and I know that I am the culmination of someone's dream, someone's furthest, and I know that I have exceeded the furthest thoughts of somebody who went through great sacrifice for me. And whether you're Irish and somebody had to go through the great potato famine, and whether there was a man who gave up his eating and died from hunger so that the woman who had his child could be able to live on, or whether your family comes from another part of Europe and someone had to endure the pain of great plagues and still had to find a way to love one another, to be able to create the fruit of their loins so that somebody else could come forth in the future to make you. Oh my goodness, no matter who you are, believe me, there was some ancestor who you right now, this very day, have exceeded their dreams and have made their sacrifice worthwhile. So I know that I am not a mistake. And some people went through some great trials so that I could be here. So the least that I can do is honor, oh God, honor, and live my life, because I know, I know that what I'm doing today will create a better day for someone in the future. So I live because I know. And I want you to know and understand who you are. You are a dream. Oh, goodness. And right now, you know what? I wanted to tell you to think about it. For those of you who believe in God, and most of us do you think God made any mistakes? Any? Like these people who are doing plastic surgery on themselves and going off and not appreciating themselves for who they are, do you think God made a mistake when he made my nose so wide? It may not be a perfect nose, but I can breathe. It may not look like what they have in the magazines, but it's mine. And I and I know that there's a reason for why I have this, 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 this. I know that there is, you know what, and I believe in the experience of the soul. And I believe that that we were meant to come into this life, that there, listen, no mistakes. I believe that we were meant to come into this life and experience this life with the features that we have here. So what do we do? What do we do? We make the most of what we have, because you know what? We can sit around. Remember that video, the last video that I did, where I had to walk barefoot through the mud and there were rocks that were paining my feet, and I had to make the choice about whether or not I would go through that journey upset, or whether or not I would go through the journey making the most of what I had. So what do you do? What do? I make the most. This right here, listen. When you see me in my videos, you don't see that like that. When I'm walking around, I don't walk around like that. This is a little tiny string. What I do, number one, I work with what I got. You know what I mean? I make the most of it. I wear push-up bras to make up. See that? I tied a little string in the back. Just like that. So if you see me from the back, if you see the Circle of Sisters pictures that I did in Connecticut with my business, you look at the back of my dress, tied up just like that. It looks cute when you have on a cute dress, you know, and no one knows the difference. And look at the difference that it makes, you know. And then so I'm able to work with what I have to cover up the things that I don't like. Number one, I wear bright colors. Look at my videos. I spent the night at work, so I'm wearing black today. But if you look around in my videos, I'm wearing white. I'm wearing yellows, mostly reds. You look around me, everything is red, yellow, green, bright colors. I'm living my life authentically, surrounding myself with colors, adorning myself in colors that I like. Listen, I don't like these dark circles under my eyes. NW40 from MAC. I cover up the circles, and I want you to take a look. And and they're not bad circles, but still I don't like them. Little bit of makeup under there. And I don't put on makeup over the rest of my face. I just put it on around my eyes to cover up that dark circle. There's one side. It may look funny with the lopsidedness, but I do the other side. And I'm telling you, you know what? I'm not saying to be somebody that you're not. All I'm saying is find a way to become most comfortable with whatever it is that you have. If you feel, and you know what, and I'm lucky in that I have a skincare company in which I think I put on too much, in which I can make sure that my skin is looking great. So I use my vitamin E on my face to make sure that my skin is looking good, and the vitamin E gives me that wonderful glow, keeps my skin healed. It accelerates and boosts healing. If I ever get a breakout, it gets rid of that of the breakout scar afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there we go. And then I'm feeling just a little bit better. I don't have eyebrows, and you guys know I don't how I feel about that. So I put them on. You have to do what you listen. If you got to do what you got to do. See that? I'm feeling better already, just a little bit. I'm just saying, live your life. Make the most of whatever it is that you have. I opened myself up today and I showed you guys the flaws that I have. I don't even want to call them flaws, because a flaw is a mistake, but the things that I am not as 100% in love with about myself physically, because believe me, we all have them. There we go. Now I have eyebrows. And I'm so happy. Now let me just fix that up underneath just a little. Okay. And I have eyebrows, so I'm feeling better. I'm not sagging down in the front. My dark circles are covered. And I feel like, and then, you know what? So, and I want you guys to experiment. Number one, no matter how it is that you look, you have to be confident in who you are as a person. Be confident that there were no mistakes made when you were created. Be confident that number one, just please, I don't know if this will help you, to keep in mind that everybody has what they consider to be shortcomings. So what do I do? Number one, I'll tell you this: say nice things about yourself. That's what I do. I don't ever, no matter what, no matter how low you're feeling, don't ever say, "Oh, I'm stupid, I'm ugly." Don't ever say that, because in the same amount of breath that you could be saying that, all you're doing is cementing this. The subconscious does not sleep. So say good things about yourself every day. Let me tell you something. Number one, right? We only have but a certain amount of time here on this earth. And you can spend your time on this earth feeling self-conscious, feeling blue, not appreciating what it is that you have. But what type of experience will that create for you overall by the time you get to the end of your life? I wasted most of my 20s thinking that I was too fat for a bikini. So when everybody else was going to spring break, I didn't want to go to the beach, so I missed out on all those memories. And then when I look back on it, and some of you will look at me now and say, "You're not even that fat," or "You're not even fat at all." Some of you guys will look at me and say that. And it's like, it doesn't really matter what other people think. It's what you think of yourself. And believe me, the subconscious does not sleep. So in the same breath that you're saying negative things about yourself, say positive things about yourself. You're beautiful. You are the bomb. You are worthy of love. You deserve to be loved. You are loved. You are amazing. You are magnificent. You are a sight to behold. You are the culmination of a dream. Oh, baby, you were meant to be. You have to say, listen, let me tell you something. Every day you create who you are. The testament I am. Think about the word I and how I is capitalized. The reason why I is capitalized, much like in the Bible where the name of God is capitalized, is because we are a reflection of God. And when you say I am, you are talking about the creation that God made. And you say it, I am. Oh, I am a queen. Trust me. I'm a queen. Trust me, in the same amount of breath that you can be saying something horrible about yourself. I'm such a dummy. Oh. I can't even say that in jest. So for every negative thing that you hear me say in this video, I'm going to say 2 or 3 more positive things. Look in the mirror. I did other videos. Do a search for Tonya Tko and the word self-esteem. I did several videos about how to boost your self-esteem, how to do self-love hypnosis. Say the positive affirmations to yourself. And another thing, I'm going to give you some practical things that you can do. This is my vitamin E. Stretch. Sometimes when you're feeling low, it's the stagnant energies inside your body. Stretch. Do a stretch of your limbs. Get the blood flowing, get the energy flowing throughout your body. Because if you, especially if you haven't worked out or exercised in a while, just stretch. See how good it feels just to stretch, to get the energies. We're human beings and we were given this perfect design body. Work it. Go out into the sunlight and get some sun. Everything that we need has been brought right before us. Drink lots of water. Clear out the toxins built up inside yourself. You need about 64 ounces of water just to get your bowels to move properly. Some of us have a lot of built up chemicals inside of our gut, which are leaching back out into our bodies, polluting the rest of our system. Do a good search about a good colon cleanse. I just did one. You see my face, my skin is looking great even without the little bit of makeup that I put on around my eyes that didn't really make much of a difference. Let me go for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some dark eyeliner above there. Let the eyes pop out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, la 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 la. So listen, go out there, get some exercise. Get that. You know what? When we don't exercise, the oxygen in our blood becomes stagnant. Exercise and get that heart pumping new blood. Get that new air pumping all around your system. Get that blood flowing and that energy. I've got some underneath my eye. Get the energy pumping and flowing and moving and circulating around you. It's important that we exercise our bodies. There we go. I hope that's enough. I did one of them a little too high up, but I'll just turn to the side so you see the effect. All right. So now I want you to talk to me and tell me from the beginning of the video where I was sitting slumped with my pancakes and from when I'm sitting with my back held high, tell me, do you see a difference? Sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. Number one, stand up straight. Let that spine, let the energy flow from the earth up through your crown. Like me, when I'm feeling a certain way, I like to cover my head. And nowadays, I've been feeling this urge to put a crystal over my third eye. And it feels right, and it feels natural, and it feels authentic. I made this myself. Some of you said you liked it in my last video. I made them because I feel that I'm a goddess. I feel that I'm a goddess. Remember what I talked about wearing costumes? So I feel so good, so much better. And tell me, can you see a difference in energy expelled from me, from just the difference in posture? So I want you to stand upright, get exercise, get your back straight, say good things about yourself. Because believe me, I could be sitting here like this. Is there a difference between the way I look like this and the way I look like this? Sit upright, honey. This is why people think that I'm confident all the time, because no matter how it is that I'm feeling, I'm sitting upright with my back straight. And not only does it make me feel more confident, but it makes me look more confident and acting more confident. When you do the things that a confident person does, listen, you transpose, so that there is no, the more and more you do what a confident person does, you transpose the behaviors of a confident person to those of your own, so that the two are intertwined, so that the actions of a confident person and the actions that you do and create are one and the same, so that nobody can tell the difference between you and a confident person. That's how I did it. You think I'm confident because I feel and I do the things that a confident person would do. And believe me, I have my moments. I have my moments where I'm like, oh, people don't like me because I'm fat. Or this person didn't do this because I'm black. I have my moments. But then I turn around and I give myself positive affirmations no matter what. No matter what. I don't stay down in that state for too long, and I don't get tempted to say horrible things about myself, because you create the story of your life when you use the words I am. You're talking about a god or a goddess. I am. And you create who you are with that affirmation right there. You put your stamp onto history. Who are you? Oh, baby, you're a king or you're a queen. Who am I? And I say positive things about myself. And the positive things that I say about myself, oh, honey, they come to pass. I am successful. I am a goddess. I am wonderful. I am a force. Baby, I'm a force to be reckoned with. I am. That affirmation right there, put your stamp on it. And I want you to practice after you watch this video. Go into the mirror and say, I am. Look yourself in the eye, in your human form, because you're a spirit in a human body. And baby, you forgot where you came from. You forgot who you are. You forgot that you are a reflection, that you are a ray of the light of God. Let me tell you, you are special. I promise you that. And everything, oh honey, let's hug right now. Every single thing. Oh, hug me. Oh, everything is gonna be all right. Listen to what I'm saying. Everything is gonna be all right. You know what? Challenge yourself. In life, we need challenges. Give yourself goals to achieve and live up to. If you're feeling stagnant, you got to create something new in your life. Get yourself some hobbies. Be around, surround yourself with positive people. Go out there and take some dance classes. Go to continuing education. Like me, you see some of my pictures on Facebook of my food, and you see that I take wonderful pictures. I'm about to take a photography class. They have, in every city, there's a college that gives continuing education classes. I want to take a photography class. I've always wanted to paint, and I've always wanted to play the guitar. I have always, really. So I'm going to go take these classes. I'm going to be around like minds. If you have people in your circle who are negative, oh, get them out. Get them out of your circle, or at least put them in a circle in which you come into contact with these people only when you need to come into contact with them. Take some dance classes, create memories, travel, go see some beautiful sights. One thing that I like to do today, I was feeling down and I went out into the sun. Let me tell you, it's hard to see beautiful scenery and be in the realm is surrounded by that which God made. You being a creature of God, it's hard to be out there in nature and feel down. Go, you know what? And human beings, we have some relationship with water. If you can, go near a running stream or a brook. Go someplace with some water. Go by the ocean with some waves crashing. Honey, it's hard. It's hard to be down. Go download some sounds of oceans from the internet. Go watch some. Go be in nature. Smell the juicy, pungent air. Go out there and live your life. Get a journal. Write out your feelings. Sometimes we don't have anyone that we can talk to. Write it out. Write it out. And if worst comes to worst, or least comes to least, or most comes to most, think, what would Tonya do? If you don't have a point of reference, use me. I'm your big sister and we're connected. You know what? This world was meant to go in the way of electronic media. It was meant because where I am today, you feel the connection to me because, oh, we are connected. I have a lot of people who write to me and say that they feel like I am their big sister, and that's because I am. I am. you're a big sister, and you feel a connection to me because as human beings, our spirits are connected. Every single person who is watching this video, when I smile, you smile. When I hug you, tell me you don't feel that because we're connected. So think, what would Tonya do? What would Tonya think of me? And hold your back up straight, baby. Oh, you are worthy of greatness. We only had a little bit of time on this earth. Make the most. Make the most of it. And we've been doing this for 30 minutes. So I'm going to let you go. One more hug, 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 hug. I love you. I love, 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 love. I love you guys very much. Go out there and love one another. But most importantly, what? Oh, love yourself. You know, I say it, but it's only when you have those feelings of not liking the person that encases your soul that the words really start to take flight. Love yourself. That's the basis of everything else. Because it's going to be hard. Even if a person tells you that they love you, you're going to think, what's wrong with this person? I'm not lovable. That's why you have to love yourself. Oh, and attract so much love around you. Attract that love around you. Love yourself, and you're gonna see a lot more is going to open up to you, because when you love yourself, you know what it is. Oh, you know what it is. Listen, you know what it is that you should and should not go through. When you love yourself, you know how it is that people should or should not treat you. Listen to that soul inside your body. Listen to your spirit. When you're experiencing something that doesn't feel right, reject it. If it doesn't resonate with you, oh, and the I am, the vision that you have, the feeling and the sentiment that you have of who you are, when it doesn't resonate, when you repel that from within. And I know this video is long, but there's somebody out there that needed to hear this message. So when something comes into contact with you that just doesn't feel right, repel it. And when somebody tries to do some behavior to you, don't say, oh, I deserve this. No, repel that behavior and get it away from you. Surround yourself with positivity and get that. That's why I'm saying it starts with self-love, because you know, you know, you're going to know what it is that you should and should not be going through. Don't endure nothing, not a thing that does not feel good to you. Some people write to me, martyrs of relationships. Oh, if I'm a good woman, I'll stand by somebody who doesn't make me feel good about myself. No, baby. The first relationship you need to develop is the relationship with yourself. Don't be a martyr to love. Oh, sacrifice yourself. Listen, love is healing and love is freeing. And when love is right, oh honey, love feels right. That's why you have to develop that love that you have for yourself first and foremost, so you could know what real love feels like, because real love is freeing. Real love is filling. Like when you look at me and I say, oh, I love you, you know that I do, because my love fills you. Oh, honey, it fills you. And trust and believe, any love that depletes you is not a love that you need to have around you, because love, oh, love is its own food for your soul. When you have that good love, oh, honey, you feel it. And the rest of the people feel it too. Like how you see I glow, because I love me. Pancake bubbies and all, I love me. I just pull them up. Do what you gotta do. Let me get out of here. 33 minutes and counting. Leave your comments below. I love hearing from you. And trust and believe we are one and the same. Honey, I am your sister. One more hug. One more hug. Love you. I love you. Now go out there and love each other. Most of all, love yourself. I got some links below. You can stay in contact with me on Facebook, facebook.com/Tonya TKO show. You can come to my website, TonyaTKO.com. Come to Twitter. Just search for Tonya TKO. And those of you know it, it's Tonya what? Say it with me. Tonya with an O. That's right. Some people are still spelling it Tanya, but you're not going to find me under Tanya. So Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Peace. Remember to leave your comments below. Connect with me on the web. We're all connected anyway. So connect with me. Touch base. Why not? Peace. I'm out of here.